Welcome back to Upner Farms Productions. You guys are in for a treat today. We're gonna be bedding cows. A lot of questions on our bedding program, so seeing that my father is doing other activities that have to do with our new building, I get to bed cows this morning, so I'll show you how we do that. We're in the mini excavator, as we call it. It is little Gale payloader is what it is, but I don't know how to drive. All right, we're moving. So first thing we got to do is we got to get some lime mixed in with our bedding. The lime changes the pH so that the bacteria does not grow as easily. This helps a lot with mastitis, and it helps dry out the bedding a lot. So we'll get a scoop of that, and then we'll get to bedding. So we'll come in here. This is it is ag lime, but it comes out of a silo. It's pretty dry. That's probably a little bit of an excessive scoop. I don't think we're going to use all of this. And we're going to go to our bedding pile over here. This is our stuff that's ready to be bedded. And we're going to kind of go up here and trickle it on. That looks pretty good, I think. Go and dump this back in the lime bay. I don't know how much Dad really uses. I'd imagine enough to do something. And we'll kind of mix it up just a little bit. Push that up there. Pull it back. And I think that should be good enough. Probably. Take our bucket off. Drop right there. We'll get our bedding machine scooped up. Okay, give her a lock. And then we gotta hook up our hydraulics. Come on, buddy. Why is this so hard? There we go. Must have been how I was doing it. There. Locked and loaded. Coolio. Got this thing ready to rock and roll. Go attempt our first scoop. Felt like a good one. I try not to dump it over the back and make a big mess out of it. Now I think we want to back into the barn. While we're here, I want to get this couple stalls over here out of the way. We'll just figure out how to use this thing. Yep, we're gonna want to pull ahead a little bit. So we got just a couple stalls here, and we'll just yep, that should be enough. Very carefully get this thing going the right direction. This is my first timer. We'll get those far away stalls done first. Sounds good to me. There's a scraper here somewhere. Right there it is. So I think this should be about enough bedding to do these pens over here. I have to get this way up in the air and shoot to that side. Sorry cows, I suck at this. We're doing a fantastic job. I shouldn't be allowed to do this. Wrong side. Okay, now we gotta fill this side up. These stalls do need to be leveled too. They should be leveled. We're gonna kind of try to dump this where the holes are. Here's what it looks like. It's all bedded halfway decently. Nice and fluffy stuff for them cows to lay on. We've got one side all bedded up. We put 3 scoops per side. I'm gonna get loaded back up and we're gonna do the other side. So again, being very careful not to hit anything or break anything, because otherwise this job is gonna take a lot longer than it has to. So just keeping an eye on everything. It's actually going pretty decent. So then I think on the other side, should be able to drive in there. That's my plan. I'm gonna drive in. See what happens. Dad's probably gonna watch this video and he's gonna be like, who taught you how to do this? Not doing a very good job. Oh well. Got another scoop. Head her to the other side. Gonna run a quick line here. Use up the rest on the other end. Those deep beds take just a little bit more. How do you work this thing? Wrong side. That's beautiful. I'm doing such a good job. There's a scraper up here too. I don't know if I'm gonna clear it. There's a scraper here. Make it? I think we're gonna make it. Alrighty, so now we got all the cows bedded up. Got this hydrated lime. We just top dress our stalls with that. We got our bucket, a little scooper. We'll throw this on top. So here's the greens. This is just pressed out last night. We'll take the mini payloader and go and dump it into our piles. This gets stirred and composted. This is this week's, that is last week's. It gets composted for roughly a week before we bed it. And then we just kind of keep moving it down. So not too much to see up here. Figured I'd show you while we're doing the whole video. But basically, manure comes in, top pipe drops down, whatever can't go through there will recirculate, but then it drops down in here and gets pressed. The juices are squeezed out the bottom, and there is a pipe here. That's where all the water will go, and then this keeps screwing out. As you can see, this stuff is packed in there pretty tight, and it just smushes the juices out and makes this relatively dry product. Dry enough that you can barely ball it up. And we used to bed green like that for a very long time, but have discovered that composting makes it a lot better for bedding. Makes it drier and also kills extra bacterias. So we're gonna put this stuff away and get this manure moved. It's getting sunny out. We gotta get a decent pile moved here. Enough to bed. Pen 1 and 4 tomorrow. They get bedded twice a week. 5 and 6, that's who we bedded today. They get bedded 3 times a week. And dry cows and pre-fresh get 1 time. So Wednesdays are pre-fresh day and Fridays are dry cow day. So we kind of lay this out, kind of a longer pile, like you guys saw it this morning when I started. the end of this week, we'll have pretty much this whole pile picked up. There'll probably be just a little bit left over because it looks like there's quite a pile there yet. So I think probably 2 more scoops would be about right. So bedding with manure solids, it was estimated, this was a few years ago already, probably 4 or 5 years. Doing our manure solids, we were saving around 60 to 70,000 a year. I figure that number is probably a little bit bigger now just because of inflation, so you could maybe figure that we're saving about 100,000 a year on bedding. Now, mastitis is never bad here, but I would say that we probably have more mastitis cases than a sand-bedded barn. So you can figure that we have some loss due to mastitis, so that will put a little bit of a cut in our savings. But overall, I think we're still a little bit further ahead. Our herd does produce high 80s on average for milk production, so no crazy numbers, but we are milking very well on it. Would like to try to get our milk production up a little bit. I think, as I mentioned in a past video, we do have some issues with our pre-fresh cleanings, and that could help our milk production, having cows take off better. I think that we can get our fresh cows to straighten out a little bit better, because our repro is phenomenal. That is our biggest struggle, is our freshenings. So it's unfortunate, but it is a struggle that we have, and we are doing research and trying to make changes to improve that, because if we can get our fresh cow performance to increase, then we're pretty well set, seeing that our reproduction, our pretty much our max days open is 120, and typically we are getting conception on our first service around 60 days, and by the second service we are normally bred on all of our cows. So I think the tunnel ventilation has a lot to do with that. Cow comfort, clean waters, good feed. So yeah, it's a matter of fine-tuning everything. But back to our savings. We're saving a lot of money on scrapers, on robot parts, wear parts. I mean, sand is really gritty, so getting sand in your bearings and stuff eats them up a lot faster than this will. We are not hauling sand out in spring and fall. We don't have solids in our pit, so that's saving us. And we don't have to pay for trucking to get sand here, and we don't have to buy sand. It's just to haul it out onto our fields. So that is a few more of the benefits. Got one more scoop left in here, and then we'll be all done with these chores. And it's all done. Just kind of shove the pile over. Looks pretty good. Get this closed up and we're out of here. Boring the water line now. Everything's located. Gonna come out right here pretty soon. Just tracking it right there. Into a rock. concrete walls are all done. Pulling the water line back right now, about halfway, about 150, 200 yard shot. They're pulling it through, and then they're gonna pull it right up in this hole here. We got the water line all in from here to there. Don't remember if I recorded it coming out. I don't think I did, but it's all set up. Just needs to get plumbed in. Should be good to go. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you like and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.